Woo! Welcome to Wolf Tracks. I'm Bobby the Wolf Mullins, your paranormal shock jock, your DJ, the outlaw, the number one bad boy of paranormal. And this is Wolf Tracks. Wolf Tracks and the Paranormal. That's right. My show, my way. You don't like it? 2 words. Suck it. Let me give a disclaimer right quick. If you don't like what you hear, the topics, the language, the equipment, then turn me off. But if you like the topics, the language, the equipment, by God, turn me on. And I was supposed to do a little interview today with a gentleman named Rick Wiggerson and his wife for Paranormal's Raw Truth. Let me take off the shades so y'all can see my pretty eyes. I gotta read some paperwork here. Let me turn this down just a little bit, guys. Check this out. Recognition Award. Okay. Wolf Tracks, Bobby Mullins, has been overwhelmingly noticed by the PRT, Paranormal's Raw Truth, for his hard work, dedication to the field of paranormal, controversial conspiracies, and unexplained categories, all in the search for the truth. That's me. For drawing a line of death in the sand and then crossing it himself as he achieves the title of Warrior of God. Well, that carries some weight, doesn't it? All right. On this day, February of this year, 2013. I can't read the day. It's in Roman numerals, and it's a lot of them. Anyway, signed Rick Wiggerson, founder, and Margie, sorry, way too many beers. Margie Wiggerson, co-founder. Check this out, guys. Look at that. It's official. I am now one of the members of PRT, Paranormal's Raw Truth. I am a warrior of God. Oh, and I'm going to put this on the board, and you'll be able to see the jacket I got. Check this out. See that? You see that? Paranormal's Raw Truth. That's right. Check that out. And look what it says. You going to see the flag? Check it out. There's the flag. But check this out. Let me get the Wolf Tracks chapter. Not the Colorado chapter. No. Not the Colorado chapter. I am the representative of the Southern chapter, also known as the Wolf Tracks chapter of PRT, Paranormal's Raw Truth. Wow, and Emmy, and now this. Wow, things are picking up for old Bobby the Wolf Mullins. Apparently I'm reaching a few of you out there, and I'm making sense. Kind of impressive, huh? Well, you're listening to Great White. I own the CD, so basically YouTube. You know what that means. But anyway, guys, look. I got kind of a neat topic. Something struck me funny the other day. Let me turn this down a little bit. We have a little background music and whatnot. Sorry, phone going off. All the women wanting to call Bobby the Wolf Mullins. Anyhow, something struck me funny the other day. I watched a thing on the Hindenburg. I believe it was 1937. I don't know. Google it if you want to know the exact date it went down. But to have Zeppelin technology, that was going to be the big travel thing. Problem was the helium is flammable. After the Hindenburg accident, they kind of stopped the whole Zeppelin technology, or did they? Now, for my fans who know I believe in the theory of extraterrestrial life or life on other planets, this might shake y'all a little bit. Remember I talked about the triangles and Triangle Alley and gave you reasons why they might not be UFOs? Let's go with the cigar-shaped UFOs now. Let's talk about those. UFOs come in discs, V-shaped triangles, and also cigar-shaped ships, flying vessels. They're also USOs. They've also done what's called a USO, or seen one. Russia had one they tried to destroy, and, well, it destroyed them. Wiped out an entire fleet. That's actually a documented or unclassified, it's been declassified, file from Russia when Russia, I don't know, fell apart. Anyway, they found a declassified file about that. The USO that kind of wiped out a fleet of Russia, Russia's Navy. But I want to talk about the UFOs that are in the air. Let's talk about those. Especially the cigar-shaped ones. Sorry, guys. One too many of these already. And by God, this is a big boy, isn't it? By the way, I gotta, do. Oh my God, that's good. Anyway, cigar-shaped UFOs. Boy, say that 3 times fast. Now, look at a Zeppelin, or an airship, whatever the hell it's called, balloon. Anyway, look at the shape of it. There is a company called Aerocraft that is currently working on a new version of a Zeppelin. Now, if you see this thing, look up Aerocraft. Just Google it. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Show pictures of this thing. They haven't had the FAA's approval to launch it yet, but they're flying it, making it hover in a hangar. Right. Now, think. This is what I've been thinking about. This is what puzzles me. This Zeppelin that they're making goes over 100 miles an hour, and it's stone silent. Now, what's that got to do with anything, right? Ooh, another burp's like beer. So, let's see. Totally silent, over 100 miles an hour, cylindrical shaped. You're telling me that our governments all around the world have been totally honest with us, saying, oh no, we're not studying Zeppelin technology. No, no. The Nazis were studying that. They were working on that too. Along with the flying wing and disc, vertical takeoff, and all that mess. But now, our governments are totally honest with us, right? See, some of you out there are following old Bobby the Wolf Mullins. You're getting it. You're getting it. All right, now let's think about that for a second. Just because the FAA doesn't give approval, and that's just in the U.S., I guess. I don't know. Are they worldwide? Does every country have their own version of an FAA? I would imagine so. But now, does the government get regulated by the FAA? I don't imagine the president's plane has to get okay from the FAA to fly. Clearance. So if that's the case, and the military or government are working on Zeppelin technology, would it make sense that some of the cigar-shaped UFOs we might be seeing and recording in the distance are actually Zeppelin technology? Oh, whoa! You heard it first on Wolf Tracks. Oh my God! Think, guys! Think! I'm gonna make you think! Remember I told you not to take everything at face value. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They could be UFOs. I don't doubt that. But what if they're not? What if they're actually our technology and we're just seeing it? I know. Bobby the Wolf Mullins doesn't believe in UFOs. Yes, I do believe in UFOs. I just open my mind to the possibilities. Okay, guys? You got to open your mind to the possibilities of what might be going on around you. Think about it. Flying wing technology. Everybody sees triangular-shaped objects over Area 51. They're UFOs! And then they release the flying wing. SR-71 Blackbird. Spy plane, whatever. Oh boy, I really need to drink more. Apparently, my research and development team didn't give me enough. Anyway, the spy plane, SR-71 Blackbird, was sighted before the release of it. One thought it was a UFO. Ends up being one of our own planes. Think about that. So, the easiest way to hide something is under conspiracy. That's what I said before. So now, think about it. Could all these cigar-shaped UFOs actually be countries experimenting in Zeppelin technology? They're talking about the one in Aerocraft being able to ship hundreds of tons of cargo. It doesn't even use helium to fly. It's a metallic color. Metallic? Really? It looks metallic? No, wait a second. If it looks metallic, that could give the illusion of being, come on, class. Come on. Metallic and metal. Really? And it does over 100 miles an hour. That means it's getting it through the air. Not bad for a balloon. Think about when LA went on, or California went on high alert. All the anti-aircraft guns were placed everywhere along the California shoreline. And all of a sudden, the sky lit up with anti-aircraft fire because there was something in the sky. They described it as a cylinder. And when they hit it, it floated down and crashed in the water. Didn't explode. Didn't give off sparks. It floated down and crashed in the water. And witnesses say there was choppers going out after it. Now, could that be a cigar-shaped UFO that is actually Zeppelin technology that we weren't supposed to know about, that we've been working on for years? You ought to see some of these designs, guys. Look it up on Google. Pull it up on Wikipedia. Some of these designs look nothing, and I mean nothing, like the original Zeppelin technology that went down with the Hindenburg. Okay, it ain't a balloon with a small cargo thing, or a person compartment or whatever, a riding area on the bottom. This is totally different. It runs on a hot air technology, so it's not flammable. And wait a second, if it's not flammable, so anti-aircraft guns hit it and it doesn't explode or spark. Because they've been working on this for years. Think, guys. That's what I ask you to do all the time, is think. See, this kind of puzzled old Bobby the Wolf Mullins. Now, I'm not saying there isn't such thing as a cigar-shaped UFO. I'm not saying that there's no such thing as a V or a wing-shaped, flying wing-shaped UFO. I'm not saying there's no such thing as disc-shaped UFOs. But if you go into the past and look at the timelines and the research and all that, look at the Germans, man. Disc technology came from them. A little after Operation Paperclip, we had Roswell. Flying wings, our stealth bombers, that came from the Nazis too. Really? So all those sightings of flying wings could actually be our own tech. But because we don't understand it, or because we don't know what it is, automatically it's a UFO. Which makes sense. It's an unidentified flying object, which that is by definition what it is. Doesn't mean it's alien. Now, true enough, I believe there's life out there on other worlds. Now, whether they're more advanced than us and we're not important enough for them to even look at, or they're not as advanced as us and made it to us yet. I don't know. I honestly don't know that answer. But I have to go with what's happened in the past. All the sculptures, all the texts, all the Marabarata, the Aztec and Mayan sculptures and things with helmets and rebreathers, the Mugu dolls, all this. I think something did visit us in the past. I think something landed here. But now, could we be modeling our current technology off what we've found? Now keep in mind, we have not found yet. And it's documented. There's supposed to be books in the Giza Plateau where all the pyramids are. Books of the star people. Go full figure, whatever the hell that is. But these books are supposed to give us all our answers. They have not found, supposedly not found these books. But yet the Egyptian people and the Department of Antiquities are constantly looking for mummies and gold and lineage to their past. Now wait a second. So like I said in one of my other shows, they're looking for a bunch of gooey mummies and maybe some trinkets? No, they're not. No, they're not. That's a bonus. Okay? Yay, we found mummies. Yay, we found gold. Yay, we found some hieroglyphs. They're looking for answers. How it was built, why it was built, who built it, and what tech they had. Don't ever think that our governments are out there being honest with us. They're not. Okay? This is the information age, guys. This is the age of enlightenment, according to the Mayans. Age of enlightenment. Think about that one. There's more information out there right now than you could even fathom. And it's becoming harder and harder for our governments to give us reasons why things are showing up, but they say don't exist. It's getting harder and harder for your executives of these big oil companies to tell us the gas prices are this way because of lack of oil supply. Really? Gulf's one big reserve. Look where the oil dikes are, oil reserves are. They're all around Florida, through the lower Mississippi, Texas. They surround the Gulf. The Gulf's one big oil reserve. And we're running low? Really? We're dependent on overseas oil. That's why we have to pay so much for gas. No, not hardly. No. Think again. Survey says, wrong answer. The public, you got to realize, and this is for you guys in the government out there, you got to realize we're finding out information every day. And it's becoming harder and harder for you to hide the truth. And we're going to find out the truth one way or the other. Whether it be on aliens, UFOs, extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call them, we know that there's proof out there somewhere. We know there's records. We know that there's actual proof that the governments have that they're not letting us know. By God, your computer banks and all your files and whatnot, they're becoming harder and harder to hide, guys. Harder and harder to hide. Those 5-year-olds coming up that can hack computers. You can hide them if you want to. These little 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds coming up that are computer savvy. And you know who I'm talking about. Who can hack an iPhone. And whatever. You better get your old men geniuses in their think tanks. You better kick them in high gear. Because these young guys are coming at you. And it's getting harder for you to hide that information, brother. So the truth will come out eventually. And here's to the younger ones. Here's to the younger generations. May you find the truth, and may it make the older generation cringe. That goes out to my buddy Kevin Graham. He knows. He's one of the enlightened ones, we'll say. He knows. He doubts everything, doesn't believe jack that the government tells him, and let's just say his eyes have been opened. Now, look, guys, I run this thing for the little window that I normally do. I hope that sparked a few mental juices going on. I hope you think a little bit and get back in touch with me. Excuse me, nothing burps like beer. Contact me through my email, onewhitewolf0706@att.net. Also, as usual, this show is a GTN product. I'm affiliated or with GTN, Ghost Tales Television Network. Go to ghosttalestellevisionnetwork.com for all your paranormal superstation needs. And while you're there, check out PEN and BTVN and all the other great shows. And always remember, look for Littlefoot. But anyway, guys, I'm going to close this thing out. Y'all take it easy, take it light. And remember, pay attention. Open your eyes, open your ears, and open your minds. Pay attention to what walks by, crawls by, flies by, and or slithers by. And by God, you get a picture, send it to old Bobby the Wolf Mullins. I just might put it on the show. And as always, guys, don't believe anything you hear and half of what you read. Don't follow blindly. And let's close this bad boy out. Yeah, T, you know it's coming, baby. You know it's coming. On 3, baby. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Holla at your